You ever do this? You type out a sentence, then you just stare at it. Stare at that word who, and you wonder, wait, should that be whom? It's one of those little grammar things that trips up pretty much everybody, but what if I told you there's a super simple trick to nail it every single time? Well, that's what we're gonna do. Let's break it all down. Okay, let's start with a classic whodunit. There's a cake, a slice is mysteriously gone. Do you ask who ate the cake or whom ate the cake? One of these is definitely right, and the reason why is way simpler than you'd think. And don't worry, we are gonna solve this little mystery by the end. And I promise we are not about to dive into some dusty old grammar textbook. No way. Instead, we're gonna use a couple of really clever shortcuts that make the right choice just feel natural. You'll see. Let's get started. All right, first up, the big showdown between what and which. Now, the secret here has nothing to do with complicated grammar. It's really all about just counting your options. Seriously, that's it. It really just boils down to this one simple idea. You use what when your options are wide open, unknown. And you use which when you've got a limited, specific set of things to choose from. That's the whole rule. Let's see how it works. So just think of what as your word for infinite possibilities. When you ask a what question, you genuinely have no clue what the answer might be. The sky's the limit. The field is totally open. For example, when you ask, what is your name? There are millions of possibilities, right? Or what do you want to eat? The options are endless. In these cases, because the choices aren't defined, you've got to use what. Now, let's talk about which. It's the complete opposite. You use which when you're dealing with a very clear, limited set of choices. You already know what the options are, and you're just asking someone to pick from that specific list. And the difference becomes so clear here. Which color do you like, red or blue? The choice is literally just between those two. Which bus? See, we're not asking about every bus in the whole city, just number 102 or 104. The options are known and they're limited, so we use which. So here's the perfect way to remember it. What fruit do you like is asking about every single fruit in the entire world. But which fruit do you like is asking you to choose between just the apple and the mango right in front of you. So remember, what for unlimited choices, which for limited ones. Simple as that. All right, on to part 2. And yeah, this is the one that gives everybody a headache. Who versus whom. Now, the key here isn't about choices at all. It's about the role a person plays in the sentence. Are they doing the action or are they receiving it? That's the whole game. It works just like this. Who is the star of the show, the one actually performing the action? We call that the subject. Whom, on the other hand, is the one the action is happening to. That's the object. Okay, let's lock in on who. This is your subject, your doer. And here it is. This is probably the single best trick you will ever learn for this. If you can answer the question or just rephrase the sentence using he, she, or they, then who is always your word. Let's test it out. Back to our cake mystery. Who ate the cake? Well, can you answer with she ate it? Yep, you can. So who is correct? What about who is calling? The answer could be he is calling. It works perfectly. See? It's that easy. So now, for whom, the receiver of the action. And guess what? The trick is just as simple, but you use a different set of words. If you can replace the word with him, her, or them, then you absolutely need to use whom. Let's try it. Whom did you meet? Can we answer I met him? Yes, because him works. Whom is the right choice. How about to whom did you give the letter? The answer is I gave it to her. Again, the trick proves it's whom. It just works. So here it is. The simple 3-step process you can use every single time. 1, just ask your question. 2, test it by answering it in your head. And 3, solve it. If the answer has he or she, use who. If it's him or her, you gotta use whom. Okay, we've covered both pairs. Now let's put it all together in one final, super powerful cheat sheet. And here it is. This is the one slide to screenshot. It all comes down to the action. Is the person doing the action? Use who. Think he or she. Are they receiving the action? Use whom. Think him or her. That's it. That's the whole secret. So there you have it. The confusion is over. These aren't some scary, complicated grammar rules. They're just simple, logical tools. And now you've got them. You're ready to get this right every single time. The only real question left is, to whom will you show off your new skills first?